Hey, we just got back from our 5th trip to Rome. As you've probably guessed, we've seen all the major tourist spots, and now we'd like to visit lesser-known sites that figure into this history of the Eternal City.
We're really trying to build our viewer base, so if you like this video, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and check out some of our other videos.
If you haven't been to Rome before, definitely check out all the famous and iconic sites in this massive city. They're famous for a reason. But be ready for plenty of tourist crowds because everybody else wants to see them too.
Like he said, this is our 5th time we've been to Rome, but we've never made a video about it. And I think part of the reason is there's just so much to see and do, and it's hard to put it all into one package for everybody and without jumping all over the place. So for this video,
I think we're just going to choose this trip that a lot of people might not know about. And also stick around until the end and we'll give you an extra tip.
And we get to all of that as soon as we have our anniversary drink on the terrace.
Yeah. The Terrazza Barromini is located on the top of a hotel that overlooks the Piazza Navona in the heart of the city. The drinks are pricey but good, and they come with a few snacks, but what you're really paying for is that 360-degree view of the city. The Park of the Aqueducts is situated on the southeast of Rome between Appian Way and the Tuscolana Road. They carried water from springs outside the city into the city. It's almost 600 acres and a kilometer long. The park contains 7 aqueducts. The oldest was built in the 3rd century BC, and the one built in the 16th century still functions.
So to get there, take the metro, then you'll walk several blocks to the park. You can walk through the park, or there's also a bike rental place right outside of it. We rented bikes for an hour, which cost €6 each. You'll need a passport for the rental, so make sure you bring it.
What did you think about the Park of the Aqueducts? Did you enjoy that?
That was pretty cool, but actually the smartest thing that we did about that was renting the bikes. It was super, super hot that day, so we had water. We got to see so much of the park in a short period of time, whereas if we would have walked, it would have taken us half a day or even a full day to really get it all in. So that was one of the smartest choices, was taking the bikes.
Yeah, a lot of fun. There are multiple levels of Roman history buried under the current city. When buildings collapsed from disuse or were destroyed in raids, oftentimes they were buried in something new built on top. The Piazza Navona is unlike others in that it has a long, narrow shape. And this is because it overlies a stadium built in 80 AD by Titus Flavius Domitianus for athletic events. It was the first such structure, with the Colosseum being built concurrently. St. Agnes of Rome was murdered here during the sweeping Christian persecution under Diocletian's rule in the 4th century.
You can buy your tickets on the site for €9 each. It also includes an audio guide. So one of the coolest things about Europe and Italy and Rome is that what you see, what your eye can see on top, guess what? There's more underneath. So the next spot we went to was one of those where you don't realize, unless you know the history, that you're walking on top of some cool structures.
Yes, this is the Vicus Caprarius, if I'm saying that right, which is an underground archaeological area near the Trevi Fountain. It contains buildings that date to 64 AD. They were built after the fire that Nero may or may not have set during his reign. In the 2nd century, a large reservoir was built here and used for the next 4 centuries. Rome imported millions of gallons of water for multiple purposes beyond just drinking. Book your reservations in advance for €8 by visiting the official website. They're closed on Mondays.
And make sure when you are planning your trip to find out what is closed on Mondays, because there are a lot of sites that are closed on Mondays.
Yes.
So don't make the rookie mistake of planning your Mondays
Good
without
point.
doing some research first.
Yes, we've done that.
We've done that. The Basilica San Clemente. The beginnings of this church date back to the 1st century AD. The original basilica dates to 392. and it was revamped again in the 12th century. When you go, you can visit all 3 levels and see the remnants of the frescoes, including one depicting Mary that was discovered in 1859. Fun fact, 3 days after they found the fresco, it fell off and it revealed the Madonna, which you can see today.
Admission is 10 euros for the underground archaeological area. When most people go to Rome, they will probably visit St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City.
Which you definitely should.
Yes, I think so too. But there are 3 other papal basilicas that are also worth a visit, including Santa Maria Maggiore, which we went to. It's known as the Bethlehem of the West and Rome's Basilica of the Nativity because its signature relic is 5 pieces of sycamore wood that are said to be from the manger in which Jesus was born. It also houses the Salus Populi Romani, said to have been painted by St. Luke the Evangelist, the patron saint of painters.
Besides the manger, Papa Francesco, also known as Pope Francis, was laid to rest there. So make sure that you get there early. The lines will be big, but it's worth to go see and pay your respects.
Here's the extra tip. Try taking public transit around Rome. It's cheap, easy to navigate, and gets you where you need to go. And you might even make some friends along the way. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.